Fair though, because especially when you're driving in a new place or you're, somewhere where you've never been before, sometimes you don't know the speed limit or, and I feel like it's a fair thing to say, oh, I'm sorry, I had no idea, or I didn't know the speed limit, or I was just going as fast as everybody else. So sometimes it's not just an excuse to get out of a ticket. Sometimes you just genuinely don't know. I don't know.
But you always got to be truthful. Like, hey, I'm so sorry. I probably was doing that. I just had no idea.
Well, and if you own up to it, I think it's,
yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
All right, guys, we got a lot to talk about today because we have an excessive heat warning this afternoon, and then we have a risk for severe storms later tonight. This morning, though, we are waking up with dry conditions on our Viper 40 dual Doppler. We don't have any storms out there. And really, as the kids are heading to school and you're headed to work, the chances of you needing your umbrella are pretty slim. It doesn't look like these storms will come through until closer to about 8 to 9 o'clock tonight. So for the most part, today's going to be a dry one, and it's definitely going to be hot. So make sure that you dress accordingly for that. Your temperatures right now are in the mid 70s with winds out of the south at 6 miles per hour. Again, you have those dry roads. About 70 degrees in Tahlequah and Rogers this morning, 73 muggy, and 76 out towards Stillwater. And today we're going to watch for those showers and storms to move in as a front comes through. So the better part of the day is quiet. We'll see partly cloudy skies and a south breeze. But then by this evening, that's when that frontal boundary makes its way through. You'll start to see showers and storms develop up in portions of Osage County as early as around 6 p.m. Notice these winds back behind it. It's a strong north wind that'll pull through the area with that front. And going through around 7 to 8 p.m., these showers and storms get a little bit closer in towards the Tulsa metro. We'll see those then in areas like Nowata County and Washington County, and then it starts to make its way through by around 8 to 9 o'clock tonight. Now, as these storms move through, the leading edge of this may have some very gusty winds with it, also the potential for some hail development. And so those are our two main threats with potentially having severe storms then develop. They move right on through. They start to weaken as they push south, and by that midnight hour, it looks like this threat should be over here. We'll also then see gradual clearing back behind it and a north breeze and cooler conditions then for Tuesday. For tonight, though, here's that look at severe weather, our threat, at least for severe weather. It's an enhanced risk from Bixby all the way up through that far, and Tulsa, through that far northeastern corner of the state, and then into the southwestern portions of Missouri and northwest Arkansas. Just a little clip of that as well. The severe threats, again, as we were talking about, it's higher on the wind and hail side, and then flooding too, a potential risk for this as well. We already have very soaked ground, and then we're looking for some heavy rainfall on top of that. Risk for tornadoes, very low. Again, it's going to be more of a hail and wind threat for us as these move through. Now, until that happens, again, we were talking about the heat. We have an excessive heat warning in effect today with those heat index values closer to about 110 degrees and highs this afternoon in the mid 90s. Tomorrow, though, we're going to see a big change. Highs will only be getting up in the low to mid 80s, about 83 for the expected high then on our Tuesday. Here's how your 7-day planner shapes up. Tonight, that chance for storms. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, looking dry and feeling pretty good. Then on Friday, another front will move through the area, increasing our chance for some showers across parts of green country. But the nice thing is after today, those highs will stay in the 80s and overnight lows will be in the 60s.